Well, good morning. The rain has stopped. I fell asleep last night listening to the rain uh, drizzle on top of the big tent here. Yes, we're still in the big tent. I've grown quite fond of this big tent. There are times where I do wish that I had a bigger, nicer house, but I'm sure that those things will come. I'm quite confident that I actually have more square footage in here than Uncle Earl has in his little tool shed. And this hammock, it is suiting me quite nicely, although sometimes I just wish that I had, a proper bed. Nevertheless, we've got a lot to do today, and I'm really excited to get started. With no more rain, the sky looks a little overcast, but there is no more rain so far. That means that we can continue our harvest of the cornfield, hopefully by that silo that we've been eyeing. And thank you for joining. If you have not yet already, please click that like button, subscribe. This is Hobo Hollow, episode 6. All right, here we are at our beautiful harvester, our corn harvester. It's got the corn header on there, black on black. I just love it. Never going to get tired of looking at it. All right, we've got a lot of work to do, as you can see on the calendar. As soon as this gets done saving. As you can see on the calendar, we are already halfway through our time frame for harvesting corn. So half of our time has been used up already, and we've really got to get to work. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut a little bit of a diagonal pattern because I think that sounds kind of fun. These first passes are going to be relatively low volume and useless. However, we will eventually get to the point where we are making big passes. Nothing like waking up early in the morning, falling asleep to the rain, first of all. Waking up early, remembering that you're a farmer. You've got a whole field of corn to go ahead and harvest. And if all things go well, we will make some money, buy that silo, grow our farm. Uncle Earl's not going to know what hit him. Next time Aunt Gertrude comes down, she is going to be so pleased at the progress we've made. And I want nothing more than to make her happy, to make this farm succeed. It's all about the family for me. This is going to take a bit, so I think I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for you guys and let you guys enjoy the process. All right. So I feel pretty confident that I have at least enough corn to have enough funds to not only purchase a silo, but also afford the construction cost that goes along with it. Although I haven't seen any figures on what that construction cost is going to look like. All I know is that I didn't have enough money last time. I didn't bother filling the harvester all the way up because that would just be more corn that I'm selling at a suboptimal price. So really the idea is to get that silo and then get all of the corn into the silo and then wait until a better time of the year where I can sell it for a higher price and just make more money overall. Sounds like a pretty solid plan to me. I don't know who owns this field, but they have got to be really upset at me for just cutting across it all of the time. Looks like they have planted and I'm just running over everything with a ginormous piece of machinery. I would not be happy, but I have yet to see the farmer of this field, and I hope I never come across him or her. Now, the last time on my way back, I just cut through the trees here, and it seemed to go pretty well. I'm going to switch to this mode. It helps a little bit better with navigating in low visibility. So as long as I don't run into the lake or run down a steep embankment of some sort or run into a tree, I should be able to make this shortcut, which just saves a little bit of time. I'm just going to go ahead and speed up the rest of the video for you. Alright, so just got done delivering our second batch of corn, and we're just going to pop on over to the store. Pretty confident we'll be able to. So I think the silo that we're going to go with is this one right here. I think I'm just going to put it right there. It did create quite a bit of a divot in the ground, and I don't have a lot of money, but I kind of want to see if I can't smooth that out just a little bit. I know I'm not going to get it perfect, and I know I don't have a lot of money. However, it's going to be a lot better this way, especially if I'm trying to drive heavy machinery in and out. Kind of like how it makes a little path as well. That's kind of cool. That is a lot better for sure. Except it seems to be raising the ground at this point. So I'm just going to take that down just a bit. And it's a little hard to tell whether it's too steep or abrupt. Might as well just use all of our money, because why not? I think that's a little bit of a pothole right there that I need to shore up. And we are out of money. All right, so that is our silo. I think it has a nice location. And let's go ahead and get back to work. Get back on that harvester, harvest more corn, put it in the silo, and I think that that's most of what this episode is going to be about. All right, so you just saw me fill up the harvester again, and I brought it over to the silo here. There is a bit of a slope and a dip right there, but it was nothing that I couldn't handle, so I'm pretty pleased with my leveling efforts considering the low amount of cash I have on hand. Should be able to just point my cursor at the silo and see how much I've got going here. Use capacity is 5,199 liters, and it's all corn. The cool thing about these silos is you can come over here with just about anything and fill it up, and then of course take it back out through this spout. Just trying to see if I can climb this ladder, which I think would be pretty cool. I don't believe that I can. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue harvesting. Obviously, I've got a long ways to go with this cornfield. That I think will be saved for another time in another episode. Or I might just do it all off camera, but the purpose of this series is to show you what I'm doing, right? So, nevertheless, I think that we've reached the end of this episode. Next episode, we're going to hopefully finish the field, or at least get pretty close, as well as discuss our options as for what we need to buy next. And perhaps we can actually help Uncle Earl get out of his tool shed and come over and help. It must be awfully loud with me driving the harvester near his house all the time, but I guess he's made his bed and he's just going to decide to lay in it. So this has been Hobo Hollow, episode 6. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe and like button. Thank you so much for your support.